Hello my friends! One of my favorite paintings at the Thyssen Bornemisza Museum is a self-portrait of an artist who did not hold herself in high esteem, and yet is considered one of the most important representatives of German Expressionism. She is Gabriele Münter, the artist of humbleness. I invite you to check it out with me. So let's get to it. The Thyssen Bornemisza Museum has one of the most important collections of German Expressionist painters. Gabriele Münter is the only female expressionist. The Thyssen displays three landscapes of her: lonely streets in vivid colors, and a self-portrait of hard brushstrokes and colors with a sad and tired expression. All works from 1908, when she had been in a relationship with Kandinsky for 5 years. Young Gabriele's broad forehead revealed an analytical and creative personality. She had large artist eyes. For sure, nothing escaped her sight. Her long nose denoted a tendency to maintain long-lasting sentimental relationships, even if she was not happy. Gabriele had a kind and polite character. Her tonic lips confirmed that the young Gabriele was open to the outside world, and that she was a cheerful lady, intelligent, and with a sense of humor. Gabriele Münter started drawing at a very young age. People, landscapes, interiors, everything that caught her attention. But the admission to the Academy of Fine Arts in Munich was forbidden to women. After only 3 months of studying painting at a ladies' school in Düsseldorf, she painted herself at the age of 25 as a sad, haggard, mature woman. Even in her early pictures, Gabriele Münter related the external environment to her inner world. She commented that her work often seemed too different to her, and further on, "Isn't it stupid that I only paint moods?" In 1902, Gabriele Münter learned to sculpt, model and figure drawing at the Phalanx Art School, which was opposed to conservative art. Here met Kandinsky, the nonconformist teacher, and Gabriele, the talented pupil. The photo shows Münter next to Kandinsky and other pupils during a summer excursion. On this excursion, Kandinsky portrayed Gabriele 2 times. Teacher Kandinsky noticed at the first meeting the extraordinary talent for drawing of his pupil. The following summer, in 1903, they were already a couple, and Münter portrayed Kandinsky in a somewhat rudimentary manner. Kandinsky strived for an indissoluble artistic entanglement, wished both enclosed by the same skin. But Münter was not ready to submit to a man to the point of complete self-surrender. In reality, Kandinsky and Münter had a very different approach to painting art. Both painted the same landscape with church. Kandinsky wanted to overcome the material through this painting. On the other hand, Münter assumed that spiritual ideas could be revealed in things. In Kandinsky's version of the same landscape he painted with Gabriele Münter, the church hovers above colored clouds of celestial spheres. For Kandinsky, painting was a process of dissolving boundaries. Münter painted the contours with vehement brushstrokes and strong colored stains. Despite her vibrant style, Münter sought clarity. Despite all the colorfulness, a firm draftsman's hand is evident in Münter's paintings. Before applying the colors, she drew on cardboard or canvas with a thick paintbrush or black pencil. The broad color fields collide abruptly. There are neither color textures nor gradations. The color zones are staggered one on top of the other. There are no light source or aerial perspective. Foreground and background show the same color intensity. Kandinsky and other Russian and German painters founded in 1910 their BLAUE REITER, which was an art protest movement fundamental to the evolution of German Expressionism. Gabriele Münter was responsible for all preparations, from the correspondence, writing invitations and envelopes to proofreading and reminders. However, her name was not mentioned in the official presentation. Gabriele Münter said in this regard, "I was just an unnecessary addition to Kandinsky. That woman can be creative and have an original, genuine talent is easily forgotten." Years later, during Hitler's time, Münter hid an important amount of Blue Rider paintings from the Nazis. Somber atmosphere. Gabriele is focused on the act of painting. Nothing else exists for her. By 1911, Gabriele had achieved considerable artistic success, but Münter panicked about showing up in society. Thus, she spent most of her time alone. When she referred to Kandinsky, Paul Klee, Kubin, Mag, and other brilliant colleagues, she said, "I feel very small, and they seem bigger and bigger to me." In 1912, Kandinsky is giving a lesson to the painter Erma Bossi, who listens to him spellbound. Kandinsky loved to persuade his colleagues with his explanations. Münter's estrangement from her lifelong boyfriend is not only expressed by the fact that she does not appear in the painting, but that she plays him behind the table. In any case, Gabriele showed her sense of humor, dividing Kandinsky into two halves. Above the table, the intellectual lecturer. Under the table, the bare legs with the rustic woolen gaiters and the rough hiker's sandals. 1913. During a visit by Paul Klee to Kandinsky and Münter, who do not appear in the painting, Gabriele was taken with Klee's white pants. So, the white pants center the painting, and the rectangular figure of Klee integrates to the armchair and the paintings on the wall. 1913. Gabriele Münter reaches the pinnacle of her success in Germany. But afterwards came the year 1914 and the beginning of the First World War. Kandinsky returned to Russia and Gabriele emigrated to Stockholm. 1916. They had a brief encounter. The same year, Kandinsky, who was about to be 50, met Nina Andreevskaya, 17 years old, and between both began an intense, peaceful, and long love story. Kandinsky failed in his attempts to dominate the indomitable Gabriele. He found a young lover to impose his will on. Gabriele Münter and Kandinsky will not see each other again. Dear friends, I hope you liked Gabriele Münter, the humble artist. After the separation from Kandinsky, a bitter Gabriele Münter took many years to find herself again as an artist. She did not paint as often again, but she left us wonderful works. Well, take care of yourselves and hope to see you soon again. Bye bye!